Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. This is a very hard cataract with grade 5 nuclear sclerosis with shallow anterior chamber. Let us observe this surgery. The main incision has been made at 135 degree. And this is a side port on the right side of the main incision. Now the anterior capsule is being stained with trypan blue dye. We can see the greyish black appearance of the cataract, which indicates this is a very hard cataract. Fortunately, the pupil has dilated very well in this case. Now, after staining the anterior capsule, 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose is injected into the anterior chamber, and then one more side port is made on the left side of the main incision. All the incisions are made on the posterior aspect of the limbus. And now watch the capsulorhexis. In hard cataracts, we must do a large capsulorhexis. The anticapsule is incised and the capsular tag is raised with a 26 gauge band needle. Then I use this Utrata forceps and do an adequate sized rhexis. The size of the rhexis is about 5.5 to 6 millimeter, between 5 and 6 millimeter in this case. Now hydrodissection. Fluid wave is passed just underneath the anterior capsular rim and the nucleus is rotated. And now the exposure of the phaco needle is important. So I have exposed little more for this hard cataract so that delivery of ultrasonic energy comes more. And in this case, I am going to employ my technique of submarine chop. The nucleus is pushed little downward. The tip is buried just in front of the main incision into the substance of the nucleus, goes through the substance of the nucleus towards the opposite equator. And as it reaches near the opposite equator, the chopper is used to divide the nucleus into two halves. It is not completely separated, so I rotate 180 degree, go to the other side, hold on heminucleus with high vacuum and separate the nucleus totally, completely into two halves. And now each heminucleus is being divided into three pieces in this case. This is one small piece and this large fragment is further subdivided into two smaller pieces. Yes. And now each piece is emulsified with ultrasonic energy and it is engulfed. Phaco energy, ultrasonic energy used in this case is 85%. Flow rate is 45 ml per minute and vacuum is 450 millimeter of mercury. The machine being used is Oatley Cataracts 3. This is a large fragment. It has been divided into two smaller pieces and then each smaller piece is emulsified and removed. So this is a very challenging case, but we are doing it with a lot of command on the situation. Friends, we have to be stronger than the challenge. We have to master a skill to such a level that everything becomes easy to us. And now this is the other heminucleus. It is being eaten off gradually, and this is the last portion. It is being emulsified, and see, this piece is being always, this piece is in front of the phaco tip. And now I have removed the chopper to make the anterior chamber more stable, and at this time I have decreased the vacuum to 300, and very slowly, remaining at the center, I am emulsifying these pieces, and it is done. The iris has got incarcerated in the wound. Just use visco to push it into the anterior chamber. And now see how beautifully we can use this 23 gauge Simcoe cannula to remove the cortex. At this time the pupil has constricted to some extent, but still it is large enough to manage the case. Yes, now I go through the left side port and remove the sub-incisional cortical lens matter. In this case, the cortex is not much. The epinucleus has been incorporated into the nucleus, and cortical matter is very less. However, whatever cortical matter is there, it has been nicely removed. And now, in this case, a hydrophilic acrylic intraocular lens is being implanted. You must have observed that in my hard cataracts, most of the time I implant hydrophilic acrylic monofocal intraocular lens. Why? Because most of the time these patients belong to a lower socio-economic category. The economic condition of these patients are not good. If it were good, they would have come earlier. And now see, in this case, the leading haptic was over the iris, the trailing haptic was pushed into the bag first, and then the leading haptic was brought at 9 o'clock, and it has been pushed by the irrigating probe into the capsular bag. The side ports are closed and the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Be stronger than the challenge. Raise the bar of your skills high. Develop such skills that any challenging situation becomes very small in front of you. Thank you very much.